Good afternoon. As Faculty Marshal, I declare the Diploma Day ceremony for the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine now open. We will begin with the academic procession. We'll begin with the academic processions. Please remain in your seats until all faculty and students have entered. now invite the University of Pittsburgh Health Sciences a cappella group, the Palpitations, to the stage, and everyone in the audience and platform party to please stand for the singing of our national anthem. Thank you for that beautiful rendition of our anthem. I now ask everyone to please be seated and invite Dr. Abbas Haythari, Vice Dean for Education and Professor, Family of Medicine, to the lectern.
Good afternoon, and welcome to a truly extraordinary moment in the life of this institution and the lives of our graduates. On behalf of our faculty and staff, it is my great honor to welcome you to the 139th commencement of the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine and to celebrate the remarkable achievements of the class of 2026. Before we go further, I would like to thank Dr. David Mitro, our Medical Alumni Association Board President and a proud graduate of the class of 1994, for serving as our faculty marshal and opening today's ceremony. I also want to thank the Palpitations for their wonderful performance. Please applause. Class of 2026. This moment did not happen in isolation. It was made possible by the support of family, friends, mentors, and loved ones. I invite all graduates to please stand, turn, and recognize those who have supported you on this journey. We are also deeply grateful to the many individuals and teams at Pitt Med who made this moment possible. Our Office of Student Affairs, led by Dr. Alda Maria Gonzaga, our Office of Student Engagement and Enrichment, led by Dr. Chenitz Pettigrew, and the many faculty and staff who have taught, mentored, encouraged, and supported our learners every step of the way. I also want to offer special thanks to our Student Affairs Special Projects Planner, Erica Keogh, who has worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure today's celebration runs smoothly. to the patients who permitted our clinical graduates to care for them while learning medicine, and to our clinical partner, UPMC, for the opportunity to train our clinical and research students in conjunction with their world-class health system. Thank you. Patients are always at the center of our work. As physicians and scientists, our calling is to serve others, to relieve suffering, and to improve the quality of life for our communities. It is now my privilege to acknowledge the members of the stage party and other distinguished guests, including Pitt Med deans, department chairs, vice chairs of education, and other leadership who are all here today to join in support of our graduates and celebrate their outstanding achievements. I'm gonna clap that up. I joined Pitt Med in November of 2024, leaving sunny Los Angeles. I was drawn to this amazing institution by an inspirational dean in Dr. Shaker and his bold vision for the people, the purpose, and the possibility at Pitt Med. I'm going to share a bit of what sets Pitt Med apart and contributes to us often describing ourselves as being elite without being elitist. We are a top-tier research institution consistently ranked in the top 10 in the nation, where discovery and innovation are a part of daily experience of our learners. 96% of our medical students publish before graduation, and each graduate student published an average of 5 papers, many in high-impact journals. We are embedded within a uniquely collaborative health sciences ecosystem where medicine sits alongside public health, nursing, pharmacy, dental medicine, and health and rehabilitation sciences, each of which are ranked in the top 20 nationally, creating a truly rich interprofessional learning and research environment. And through our exclusive partnership with UPMC, one of the nation's premier integrated health systems, our learners train in a rich and diverse clinical environment across multiple hospitals and patient populations with some of the nation's top residency and fellowship programs. Together, these elements create an educational experience that is not only rigorous, but is deeply connected to real-world impact. And I will say personally, my husband Brian and I could not be happier to be part of this Pitt Med community. Today's graduates join a global community of more than 10,000 Pitt Med alumni making a difference across all 50 states and around the world. From street medicine pioneer Jim Withers, to Carol Shields, widely recognized as the world's leading ocular oncologist, to public servant Josh Green, governor of Hawaii. Pitt Med alumni walk different paths, but they all share a single choice to do more than expected and to lead with purpose. Graduates, when we admitted you, we saw that some amazing potential in you, and over your time here, you have developed it through your learning, your resilience, and your commitment to others. Now, as you step forward, you carry more than a degree. You carry the responsibility and the privilege of advancing health, discovery, and humanity. We are proud of you, not just for what you have achieved, but for what you will go on to do for others. Wherever your path leads, remember, you carry with you not only the knowledge and skills you have gained here, but the responsibility to use them in the service of others. We look forward to all that you will accomplish as ambassadors of Pitt Med and hope you stay connected as Pitt Med alumni. I would now like to invite Dr. Alda Maria Gonzaga, Professor of Medicine and Pediatrics and Associate Dean for Student Affairs, to the podium to give the invocation.
Hello, class of 2026. Here we are, the last time we're going to be together, and I want to invite you to say my catchphrase with me. This is exciting! Yes. And it is. What an exciting moment. You've finished this leg of the race in your medical education journey. I'd like you and our guests now to take a moment to quiet your hearts and minds as we prepare for this commencement ceremony. O Creator of the universe, Creator of the farthest stars and of the smallest particles, Creator of every human life. We are gathered today to celebrate the graduation of these young physicians. As we honor their perseverance, their grit, and their accomplishments while at Pitt Med, we thank you for their commitment to their vocation. O Holy One, our graduates will go forth from Pitt Med to care for our fellow human beings at a time when science is under attack and healthcare systems don't always center patients. May these new graduates grasp tightly the sacred promises of our profession. May they have the courage to safeguard the sanctity of their patients' lives. May they humbly care for the suffering, offering healing when possible and comfort at all times. May they advocate for the most vulnerable among us. And may they uphold science and strive for innovation at the bedside or in the lab. O infinite Spirit, may these young physicians tend to themselves as they tend to their patients, so that their health is maintained, their capacity for empathy remains full, their knowledge is ever expanding, and their hope remains high. Bless them in the next chapter of their careers. Glory to you, loving Creator. We ask these things in all your holy names. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Gonzaga. Your inspirational words to our graduates reflect the unwavering passion and commitment to the entire Office of Student Affairs in supporting our students through every phase of their education. We are so grateful for your important service. I would now like to introduce Dr. Anantha Shekhar, the University of Pittsburgh's Vice Chancellor for Health Sciences, Senior Vice Chancellor for Health Sciences, and John and Gertrude Peterson Dean of the School of Medicine, to give the salutation. In his Senior Vice Chancellor role, Dr. Shekhar oversees the schools of Dental Medicine, Health and Rehabilitation Sciences, Medicine, Nursing, Pharmacy, and Public Health. He is an internationally recognized educator, neuroscientist, administrator, and entrepreneur who has made significant contributions to medicine and life sciences nationally and globally. Please welcome Dr. Anantha Shekhar.
Thank you, Dr. Haidari. He emphasized senior must be my age, is he trying to make a comment about that? Well, anyway, thank you for the kind introduction. I'm Anantha Shekhar. I'm the Senior Vice Chancellor and the Dean of the School of Medicine. And it's wonderful to see you all here, especially the graduating class. We're so proud of you and all the good and the mischievous things that you have done. So I'm very much looking forward to shaking hands with each of you and giving your diploma today and launching you on a great career. I'm also thankful for all the family members that are here, family and friends that are here to support them, that have been here to support them through the last 4 years and have gotten them to this stage of their career. And I'm sure you're extremely proud of everything they've done, and I know everything they'll do in the future. I also want to welcome all of our graduate students who have really worked hard to do their piece of discovery and their science and work through many years of hard laboratory toil to bring out new facts and new scientific discoveries. So I'm looking forward to hooding all of you as well, and all the accomplishments you have accomplished so far, as well as what you will do in the future. As I'm thinking about these graduations, you heard that I oversee 6 health sciences schools. So we have graduations for each of these health professions, whether it's nursing school or medical school. As I'm reflecting on these graduation week and various professional schools that we're graduating doctors and healthcare providers from, I've been thinking about the arc of each of these professions. What is the past of what it means to be a doctor? What is the present idea of what it means to be a doctor? And what will it be like in the future? So I think you are going to see all of the unique things that will happen over the next 3 decades. But I also want you to think about the historic arc of medicine and some of the challenges we need to continue to address, and some of the challenges that have remained since the dawn of history. So when you think about medicine, we can go back as far as human history, but really the systematic development of medicine beyond magic and praying began probably in China and India 5,000 years ago. Ancient Chinese medicine and ancient Ayurvedic medicine began to actually develop systematic diagnostic, even though they didn't know any of the physiology. There was at least a sense of diagnosis and then a treatment. But that really then went on to be further developed by the Greeks, particularly Hippocrates, as we all think about him as the father of modern medicine. But much of that was lost until the 10th century, when then Avicenna and others began to really build out what we say foundations of modern medicine. And then, of course, we're all very familiar with the 17th and 18th century discoveries of vaccines, of germ theory, and various other innovations that completely changed medicine as we know it today. So that's the history, the arc of history. And where are we today? We are here today doing amazing things. Germ theory has amazing things at Pittsburgh, and I want to relate that to us here. Germ theory led to polio vaccine here, a great accomplishment of University of Pittsburgh. And the whole field of replacing organs and organ transplant happened here. We talked about saving lives on the streets and first aid and first responders. Peter Safar and others developed those techniques exceptionally here in Pittsburgh. So much of that arc has actually manifested itself right here at Pitt Med. And the future is also going to manifest here. But what is the present that we have? We have extraordinary treatments, but we also have extraordinary lack of equity in all of the healthcare access and health pricing. So we want to change that too. We want to change that through making expensive medicines affordable and accessible. Therefore, we have created something called BioForge that will be doing that over the next few years. We want to make sure that health disparities and equity is addressed. So we're starting programs in the Hill District as well as in resource-limited countries as Mozambique. We also want to think about the future, where the world is going, and how do we develop extraordinarily innovative treatments. So we're doing exploration of space medicine, and intracellular synthetic biology to create new cells. All of this is going to be part of your careers and part of what you will see in the medical field, and hopefully will see coming out of University of Pittsburgh, your alma mater. But this also means that we have to not just think of innovations, not just think of medical interventions, but also think about all the social and psychosocial aspects of medicine that are important, and become even more important once we go beyond the developed world. So I think we have a mission. You have been part of that mission, and I want you to continue to be part of that mission wherever you go. As Pitt Med graduates, you may choose to get into extremely complex research careers. You may get into extremely complex surgical careers, or you may get into extremely complex psychosocial environment of primary care. It doesn't matter, each of those will challenge you with everything you've learned and everything we hope to have imparted to you. So what we hope for is that not only are you going to do amazing things, things that we'll be proud of, but wherever you go, you remain a leader and make a difference. Hail to Pitt.
Thank you, Dr. Shaker, for your wisdom and insight and for your exceptional stewardship of our school. We are all extremely grateful for your leadership. We will now proceed with the hooding and awarding for the Doctor of Philosophy degree for the Medical Scientist Training Program, or MSTP. The 14 graduates of our MSTP have completed the rigorous curriculum to earn both a Doctor of Medicine and a Doctor of Philosophy degree. Collectively, they have published 132 papers, earned 8 national research grants, and their wide-ranging discoveries run the gamut from identifying better treatments for breast cancer in elderly women, to lowering intraoperative stroke risk, to a new understanding of how cartilage degrades with aging. I now invite Dr. Jason Rosenstock, Associate Dean for Medical Education and Professor of Psychiatry, and Dr. Chenitz Pettigrew, Associate Dean for Student Engagement and Enrichment and Instructor of Medicine, as well as Dean Shaker, to coordinate and present the diplomas. I also invite Dr. Richard Steinman, Associate Dean and Director of the MSTP, to assist with the hooding of our MSTP graduates.
Dr. Neil Carlton. Dr. Jonathan Cohen. Dr. Grace Conway. Dr. Shohini Ghosh Chowdhury. Dr. Gab. Dr. Brian Hurdle. Dr. Joseph Majori. Dr. Amir Mina. Dr. Olivia Parks. Dr. Ramana Rashid. Dr. Yorna Sohati. Dr. Ann Wondersford.
We will now proceed with the hooding and awarding of diplomas for the Master of Science for the Clinical Scientist Training Program. Graduates receiving both a Master of Science and Doctor of Medicine degree as part of our Clinical Scientist Training Program have completed a year-long program of mentored clinical research training and defense of a master's thesis. I would now like to invite Dr. Judy Chang, Assistant Dean of Medical Student Research and Director of the Clinical Scientist Training Program and Professor of Obstetrics, Gynecology, and Reproductive Sciences, to assist with the hooding of our Clinical Scientist Training Program graduates.
Dr. Lucy Chen. Dr. Ria Donge. Dr. Marisa Del Signor. Dr. Ryan Thomas Lynn. Dr. Avanish Maravaram. Dr. Emma Catherine Osterhaus.
We will now proceed. Congratulations. We will now proceed with the hooding and awarding of diplomas for the Master of Science degree and the Doctor of Philosophy degree from our Graduate Studies program. Our graduates this year hail from all 5 of our Master of Science programs and 11 of our PhD programs. This year, the school awarded 113 master's and 70 PhD degrees, and these students are recognized in the program. Today, we will be hooding 7 master's and 15 PhD students who are present here to receive their degrees. Our graduates have published around 275 peer-reviewed journal articles, half of those as first author, 100 published abstracts from conferences, and almost 400 presentations at national and international scientific conferences. That person is hired to be the hype person next year. Keep it up. All right. Our alumni from both the PhD and master's programs go on to serve in leading research universities, institutions, and industries around the world, advancing disease prevention, treatment, and cures of a number of human illnesses and conditions. And we are excited to honor and recognize their important contributions to biomedical science and medicine. I would now like to invite Dr. Salim Khan, Associate Dean for Graduate Studies and Academic Affairs, and Professor of Microbiology and Molecular Genetics, to assist with the hooding of our master's and PhD graduates.
We will now read the names of the Master of Science graduates. Pooja Halder. Alicia Kainat. Alicia McCrae. Jenny Morrison. Abigail Tucker Skeel. Xiang Yu Yen. We will now read the names of the Doctor of Philosophy graduates. Yvette Afriye Ajiman. Dr. Yvette Afriye Ajiman. Dr. Olayame Grace Akiene. Dr. Anu Balagan. Dr. Andrea Francesca Cruz. Dr. Marissa Emily D. Dr. Salma Osama El Mosayer. Dr. Matthew Halbert. Dr. Zachary Ingram. Dr. Morgan Jackson Strong. Dr. Emma Mills. Dr. Morgan M.C. Ritchie. Dr. Sofia Savransky. Dr. Febri Gunawan Sugiokto. Dr. Mangyong Xia.
Another round of applause for the graduates. So this concludes the hooding and awarding of diplomas for the Master of Science and Doctor of Philosophy Science degrees from our Graduate Studies program. I now invite graduate student speaker, Dr. Oluwashanu Balogun, to the lectern.
Hi, everyone. Yes, hey. Distinguished faculty and fellow graduates, family, and friends. Isaac Asimov, as some of you know, is widely credited with saying the most exciting phrase to hear in science, the one that heralds new discoveries, is not eureka, but that's funny. And for the MDs in the room, maybe that sounds like you're attending, leaning over and saying, interesting presentation, which we all know is physicians speak for. I have absolutely no idea what's happening here either. For the PhDs, it sounds like your manuscript has been Dex rejected again. You know exactly what I mean. So I always knew that my scientific training would equip me to help others. Helping others is what drew me to science in the first place. But I never imagined it would become the foundation of my very own survival. And I look around this room, and I'm so proud of every single one of you. And I want to ask, aren't you proud of you? Many of us survived the first pandemic of our lifetime, and I look around and I see people who have survived loss, the kind of grief that makes you wonder how you showed up the next morning, illness, failure, and just that kind of exhaustion that comes from doing hard things in hard times. And yet, here you are. Aren't you proud of you? I'll be honest with you, I was terrified to move on after graduation. My mentors at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine were so exceptional that I genuinely did not believe I would ever find their equal again. And there are not enough words in any language I know to describe how much they shaped me. So to every mentor in this room today, thank you. You changed us. But, but in my fear, I found a mentor just as exceptional, and that taught me something I want to leave with you. Look forward, look forward with a bucket full of optimism, and maybe, just maybe, a little cynicism in there. That's okay, that's just called being in science, or being a scientist. Because when I look around this room right now, I do not just see graduates, I see tomorrow. I see people who discover disease mechanisms that textbooks haven't named yet, invent drugs that do not exist yet, hold patents, win Nobel Prizes, and change the entire world. Heck, some of you might even go to Mars. I won't put it past this crowd. So once again, I ask you, aren't you proud of you? You should be, you've earned it. So look forward, be proud of you, good things await. Actually, great things await. I'm honored to share this day with you, and I hope that we all take care of each other the way Pitt Med took care of us. I want to end today the way Pharrell once asked us to in his 2014 hit, Happy. And I invite you to clap along. So clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. And clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Congratulations, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Dr. Balogun. In addition to an amazing speech, I think she wins the best cap attire. If you haven't noticed it, it is fantastic. I now invite graduate faculty speaker Dario Vignali, Chair and Distinguished Professor, Department of Immunology, and Frank Dixon Chair in Cancer Immunology, to the lectern.
Good afternoon, everybody. To the graduates here today, congratulations. Earning a master's or a PhD is an extraordinary achievement, and you should be proud of what you have accomplished. Your families, mentors, colleagues, and friends are proud of you as well, because they know what it took to get here. Graduate training in biomedical science is unlike almost any other type and form of education. Much of it takes place without clear answers or predictable outcomes. Experiments fail, hypotheses change, months of work can collapse because of one unexpected result, one missing control, one interpretation you had not considered. Despite all of that, you kept going. And today, your perseverance has paid off. One thing science tells us, especially in my field of immunology, is that complex systems rarely operate with complete certainty. They adapt, revise, and respond as new information emerges. Graduate school shapes people in much the same way. Over the past several years, you have learned how to reason carefully when the answer is unclear. You have learned how to sit with ambiguity long enough to discover something meaningful. Perhaps most importantly, you now understand how to revise your assumptions when the evidence demands it. That mindset changes the way you approach problems, uncertainty, and even life itself. Research also cultivates something deeper and more personal: resilience. Science humbles all of us. Experiments fail, papers get rejected, grants are not funded, promising ideas sometimes lead nowhere. Over time, however, we learn that setbacks are not evidence of failure and are rarely the end of the story. Often they are an unavoidable part of discovery, forcing you to rethink and move forward with greater clarity. One piece of advice I would offer is to hold on to optimism. I have always been, by nature, a half-glass-full person, and I think that mindset has helped guide me not only through science, but through life more broadly. Research constantly forces us to confront failure and disappointment, yet it also demands us that progress is possible. Even failed experiments move knowledge forward by showing us what to consider next. The perspective becomes valuable far beyond the laboratory. Graduate training teaches us you move forward without becoming discouraged by every obstacle. It teaches us patience, adaptability, and perspective, qualities that matter in careers, relationships, and life. Most scientific discovery does not feel dramatic in the moment. Often it looks like repeating an experiment multiple times, or realizing somehow that data are telling you something different to what you had hoped for. Occasionally, however, there is a moment when you see something clearly, for the first time, a result or a connection nobody else has fully understood before. Those moments are what make the persistence, uncertainty, and frustration worthwhile. They are also why research matters. You're graduating at a time when biomedical research and science is accelerating at an extraordinary pace, yet also at a time when expertise, evidence are sometimes met with skepticism. In that environment, people who can think rigorously, communicate clearly, and navigate complexity with humility are more important than ever. You have been trained not only to generate knowledge, but also to evaluate evidence carefully, question assumptions, and change your mind when necessary. Those habits of mind are valuable far beyond the laboratory or clinic. As you move forward into your next phase of your careers, I hope you remain ambitious, curious, confident, and willing to learn. Your degree is not simply recognition of what you know today. It is recognition of your capacity to continue learning, adapting, and contributing throughout your career and life. Congratulations to all of you. On behalf of the faculty, it has been a privilege to be part of your training and this important stage of your career. We are proud of what you have achieved and excited to see what comes next. Thank you, congratulations, and hail to Pitt.
Thank you, Dr. Vignali. Your words are a testament to Pitt Med's long and storied history of changing the face of medicine through exceptional research. I know our graduate students will now carry on that legacy. I would now like to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Kimberly D. Manning. Dr. Manning is a general internist and hospitalist in the Department of Medicine at Emory University School of Medicine. She is a professor of medicine, vice chair of community and engagement, and immediate past director of Emory University's Transitional Year Residency Program. She conducts her clinical work at Grady Memorial Hospital, Atlanta's safety net facility, where she has served for more than 2 decades. Dr. Manning is known for her innovative and mission-driven approach to medical education and has been recognized nationally for her mentorship and teaching, as well as narrative writing and public speaking. Among her many honors, she was awarded the Accreditation Council for Graduate Medical Education Parker J. Palmer Courage to Teach Award and Lifetime Achievement Award by the Association of Black Women's Physicians. In 2024, the City of Atlanta honored her with the Spirit of Atlanta Award for her exemplary service to patients and learners. Dr. Manning has a strong passion for storytelling to build and strengthen diverse and humanistic clinical environments, as well as to cultivate psychologically safe learning climates. She is on the board of directors for the Accreditation Council for Graduate Medical Education, the board of trustees for the Arnold P. Gold Foundation, and the editorial board for the Journal of Hospital Medicine. In addition to being a prolific writer and a sought-after speaker, she co-hosts a podcast called The Human Doctor. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Kimberly Manning.
Hey, y'all. I'm coming to you from Georgia, so I have to say, hey, y'all. Every time I hear myself introduced, I start to feel nervous. I'm like, ooh, I want to meet her. She sounds awesome. But it is really a privilege to be here with you. And first, I would just like to acknowledge the administration, the deans, all the important people up here on the stage. Thank you for having me. And from there, I always like to begin and end things with gratitude, no matter what it is I'm doing. And so my gratitude begins with the people who helped us get to where we are, right? That is your parents, your teachers, your partners, your best friends, your children, your grandmas, your grandpas, your mamas, your mimas, your nanis, your daddies, your abuelas, because we all stand beneath the shade of trees we did not plant. And there are people who dreamed this moment for you. They could not wait for this to happen, and in their lifetimes, this never would have happened for them. So this is their day too. It's not just your day, it is a culmination of all the love that they poured into you. So to the loved ones here and who poured into these graduates, I see you and I acknowledge you and I'm grateful for you. Give yourselves a hand. So despite my youthful glow, this weekend for me marks 30 years from when I graduated from medical school. And you know what? In 1996, a lot was different from now. When I was in medical school, we did not have internet. So here is how you found out what was going on. You went to class, you had a spiral notebook, maybe some colored ink pens, and you took notes. And if you missed it, boo, you missed it. Unless you were very rich and you could pay for the transcription service, but that took 2 weeks to get, and the test was too close, so you just had to go to class. I have no idea how we knew where anyone was, because nobody had a cell phone, nobody had an email address. We just sort of went to class and sort of knew where the party was. And it all kind of worked out. Here's the other thing that was really funny during that time. You know, there were no Wi-Fi hotspots. There was no Zoom. There was none of that. We just kind of went to school and figured that out. And here was the part that was really crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, it was wild in the 90s. When people called you, the phone just rang and you looked at the phone and you picked it up. And it wasn't no telling who was on the other side of it. It could be your mama, it could be your grandma, it could be your teacher, it could be your friend. Because we didn't have any caller ID either. A lot changed. Now, as a faculty member with so much changed, I'll be on rounds with residents and medical students. I'll give a teaching point, and they will correct me on the spot. Pull it up on open evidence and say, that study was inconclusive, Dr. Manning. Because a lot has changed. But though everything has changed since 1996, some things haven't changed at all. Patients still need us. It is still a privilege and an honor to come into their space. But especially, there's some things that I wish I'd known in 1996 that I do know now, that were the same then as they are now. And those are the voices that speak to you every single day as you go on your journey to the next step. I read a beautiful book this year, a book called All the Glimmering Stars, which I believe is a perfect fit for all of you, you glimmering stars. And in this book, there was a part of the story where an old man, as he nears the end of life, is talking to a young man. And he says to the young man, You will feel pain in your life, but there will be times that you suffer that you don't have to suffer. And that's because of something he called the voices of suffering. And I'd like to impart to you about this lesson he gave that really convicted me, this 4 voices of suffering. Now, there are many voices of suffering, but these 4 tend to be the most universal. The first voice he describes is the voice of rush. Rush tells you that you don't have enough time, that you're behind, that you're not there yet. You need to hurry up. You need to get somewhere. Where you are right now isn't enough. Speed it up. Then there is the voice of lack, which convinces you that what you have is not enough. The person next to you has something better. You need a different house. You need another degree. You need this, you need this, you need this. What you have is not enough. Then there's the voice of what he describes as the voice of violence. And that isn't violence as we think of it, someone hitting you or harming you, but this idea that something bad is going to happen. It's inevitable. The other shoe is going to drop. Don't be too happy. Don't trust joy too much, because something bad is going to happen. And then the last voice of suffering, which perhaps is one of the most dangerous, is the voice of fear. Fear tells you that you are not enough, that you shouldn't try, that this is not for you, that it won't work, that you shouldn't do it. And what it does is it glues your feet to the ground and makes you not try. It perhaps maybe stops somebody from applying to medical school or choosing a residency program or putting their name in the hat to be chief resident. The voice of fear can be very loud and can rob the world of your greatest gifts, all because of this little voice telling you something. Now, throughout my time as a medical student, a resident, and as a faculty member, and a mom, and a wife, and a daughter, and a sister, these voices have never gone away. And at different points in my life, they are louder, and at different points in my life, they are softer, but they're always there. The voice of rush when I was in medical school, y'all, whoo, honey, there was nobody more unlucky in love than me. The dates did not go so well, and y'all, I didn't have Match or any online options. I just had to go out in these streets and try to meet people. So as I was getting my degree, I was feeling like, but wait a minute, you don't have a partner, you don't have this, you don't have that. So instead of centering on the joy of becoming a medical doctor, I just could not shake this idea that I was behind. I had 2 or 3 bridesmaids' dresses hanging in my closet. And that really began to take me out of the moment of something that should have been amazing. And then there was the voice of lack. Listen, medical students, I know you know about having those college classmates who making real money, and they're living their best lives, and you're getting ready to start residency. So you start to look at what other people have, and you feel lack. I've been there, and it actually doesn't go away. Even when you get good and grown to a big age like mine, you look to your left and you look to your right and you look at where somebody's taking a vacation or where somebody's going tomorrow or where their kids are going to college or how many grandkids someone already has. And you feel like, man, I want that. And for me as a mother, the voice of violence has become one of the loudest. This fear that I cannot trust joy and happiness and that I'm afraid something will happen to the people I love the most. And see, as you grow older, your parents will tell you, but some of your classmates will tell you too, that sometimes bad things happen. And when something happens in your life that's tough, it makes you start to wrestle with whether or not it's okay to trust blue skies like the ones you see outside. On November 15th, 2012, my older sister died of a sudden cardiac death. She was 2 years older than me. Totally caught us off guard. We didn't see it. She hadn't been sick. She lived near me. She was an everyday part of my life. And after that, I found myself constantly thinking something like that could happen. Why trust joy if something bad could happen? And then fear even tried to show up this morning for me. Was like, girl, why they ask you to be the speaker? You went to Tuskegee and you went to Meharry. You didn't go to Pitt. You don't even know what yens mean. Somebody just told you. But here's the deal. I'm a different person than the one I was in 1996. And the cool part about understanding the four voices of suffering is that the panacea is one panacea, and it is gratitude. So here's what that looks like. Rush says, hey, why you ain't married? Why you don't have anybody yet? Why didn't you have this? Why don't you have that? Why didn't you get no PhD? Why are you getting ready to do a residency that's gonna take 7 to 8 years? You're gonna run out of time, and next thing you know, gratitude for now. I'm grateful that today I'm becoming a medical doctor, or a medical doctor with a PhD and a master's and all sorts of additional things. I'm grateful that in this moment right now, this is where I am. I'm grateful that I got up, opened the front door, and the sky was blue in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm grateful to be here now. Lack. Hey, listen, I'm grateful that, guess what? I earned an entire doctorate. Everybody is getting ready to call me doctor, and it's not gonna be a joke. It's gonna be the truth. And while maybe I do have some student loans to pay back, and maybe I don't exactly know where I'm gonna buy groceries where I move to, right now I lack nothing because I earned something that I worked hard for, and that's pretty cool, right? And violence. Why are you so excited for this day? Something bad could happen. You've seen it happen before. Something bad could happen. The world is so bad right now. But what are you grateful for? Right now in this moment, you are here in this room, and many of you are surrounded by some people that you love. And thanks to technology, some of them are watching from their smartphone, from a golf course. Or on the way home from church, or whatever they're doing, or they're physically unable to be here. But they can be here with you right now, and you're safe. And we're here. In this minute, in this moment, we are safe. And that's not a promise, but it is so right now, and that is something to be grateful for. As of 45 minutes ago, my children, according to my GPS location, they were at home. And about 2 hours before that, my older son was driving and he wasn't speeding. Shout out to Life 360. But then there's fear. Fear tried to roll up on me this morning, trying to get me to think I should not be here. But now I am grateful to know who I am. Listen, fear, I should be here because I know where I come from. I come from a mother who always cherished me and listened to me. I come from a father who had high expectations of me and who told me as a kid that greatness is in you and the great will be great. I come from siblings who are in me, whether they're on earth or not. I come from a husband who supports me in all that I do. I come from children who respect me and who want to know what I have to say. I come from friends and a community that lift me up and cast my feet into the heavens. I come from a faith that sustains me. And I come from ancestors who dealt with far more than a pesky voice telling me that I should not be the speaker at a commencement. And for all of that, I'm grateful. So y'all, everything has changed, but there is nothing new under the sun. The voices of suffering will continue to speak to you, but when they do, call them out and counter them with gratitude, and they will quiet. And if they remain too loud, and it makes it too difficult for you to do what you do, as physicians, we know to seek the help that we need. So in addition to your gratitude, get your therapy. We don't want to sleep on that. But most of all, don't let anything take you out of the joy of the moment that you deserve to be in. So, I will leave you with a poem that is as much for me as it is for you. The voice of rush will tell you that time is running out, diminishes the joy of now, and fills your head with doubt. Lack says you don't have enough and suggests you never will. It blinds you to what's in your hands and makes it not seem real. Violence wants you to believe that awful things await. It robs you of your peace and makes you brace for some catastrophic fate. And perhaps the most relentless is the pesky voice of fear. You shouldn't try. That's not for you. It hisses in your ear. These four voices of suffering all share a common goal: to hold you back and shrink you till you're convinced you've lost control. But I am here to tell you what those voices won't convey, that gratitude's their kryptonite. So hear me when I say, the now you're in is worthy. So even as you strive and look ahead, please look around at who's grateful you're alive. And when you feel you're lacking and don't know where to start, take an inventory of your tiny joys and let them fill your heart. Life is surely gonna life, but love can surely love. So anticipate the love instead, because that's what you're made of. And I'm putting fear on notice. So hear my voice on repeat. I'm glad you tried. This was for you. And today, we've got receipts. So go out and be awesome, but be grateful as you do. And know the voice that says you are enough is the only one that's true. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Manning. I cannot think of a more fitting career or keynote speech to lead us into reciting the physician's oath. In keeping with a long-standing tradition, our graduating physicians take an oath at the onset of their career to uphold the principles of the medical profession. Dr. Paul Wallach, who's the Executive Vice Dean and Vice Chancellor for Health Sciences Education, was going to recite this section with us, but he's not able to be here, recovering from recent surgery, so I will lead this section. Would all of our MD graduates, together with all physicians on stage and in the audience, Please rise. I now ask you to please join me in reciting the Declaration of Geneva, which you will find on the last page of your programs. I will let you find that last page. Please recite with me. At the time of being admitted as a medical profession, you're going to recite with me, okay? I'm going to repeat that. At the time of being admitted as a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. I will give to my teachers the respect and gratitude which is their due. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity. The health of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the secrets which are confided in me. I will maintain by all the means in my power the honor and the noble traditions of the medical profession. My colleagues will be my brothers and sisters. I will not permit considerations of religion, nationality, race, gender, politics, socioeconomic standing, or sexual orientation to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life, even under threat. I will not use my medical knowledge contrary to the laws of humanity. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Please be seated. Thank you. So Dr. Manning, I'm 25 years from my graduation, and maybe I'm a sentimentalist, but I actually believe those words still give me a very special feeling, and I hope that you all feel that way each time you see a patient and for the many years ahead of you as graduates entering the profession. We will now proceed with the hooding and awarding of diplomas for the Doctor of Medicine degree. I would like to invite the following faculty to assist with the hooding of our MD graduates. Dr. Tui Bui, Professor of Medicine. Dr. Eloho Ufumata, Assistant Dean for Medical Education and Associate Professor of Medicine. And Dr. Preetha Workman, Assistant Professor and Clerkship Director of Obstetrics, Gynecology, and Reproductive Sciences. I also ask Dean Shaker and Drs. Rosenstock and Pettigrew to return to the diploma area. The staff may now direct the graduates to the platform.
Dr. Samuel Adida. Dr. Rajan Tagore Alagar. Dr. Hamid Alamari. Dr. Maya Albanowski. Dr. Nicole Grace Allendogan. Dr. Nit Anantharaman. Dr. Aishwarya A. Numbi. Dr. Aniket Kaur Assis. Dr. Olivia Babbage. Dr. Andrew Bauer. Dr. John Paul Billanen. Dr. Morgan Bolger. Dr. Georgianne Booth. Dr. Brianna Brooks. Dr. Emma Caitlin Bryant. Dr. Julia Ann Bulova. Dr. Sophia Teresa Bazanis. Dr. Michael Calcaterra. Dr. Sarah Sao. Dr. Neil Carlton. Dr. Luke Carlson. Dr. Isabel Patricia Caruli. Dr. Selena Chang. Dr. Annie Chen. Dr. Lucille Cheng. Dr. Svea Cheng. Dr. Rutha Indira Chifte. Dr. Allison Choi. Dr. Jonathan Cohen. Dr. Alicia Cole. Dr. Alexander James Comerci. Dr. Grace Elizabeth Conway. Dr. Onaje Rashad Cunningham. Dr. Kendall Curtis. Dr. Ria Donge. Dr. Nicholas D'Angelo. Dr. Madison DeYoung. Dr. Marisa Del Signor. Dr. Emma Marie Denlinger. Dr. Sidney DeVore. Dr. John Kevin Donahue. Dr. William Carl Doucette. Dr. Alexandra Claudia Dubinsky. Dr. Jenna Dvorsky. Dr. Tonge Musonje Eno. Dr. Chiname Selena Eyiba. Dr. Eva Marie Fandozzi. Dr. Gabriella Fisserai Garland. Dr. Haley Nicole Fitzgerald. Dr. Mira Mithil Garg. Dr. Shohini Ghosh Chowdhury. Dr. Gabrielle Grace Gilmer. Dr. Nicole Hope Goldschmidt. Dr. Daniel Gomez Salmel. Dr. Peyton Ray Groves. Dr. Benjamin Hayes. Dr. Bethany Ann Heilman. Dr. Henry Hoffman. Dr. Brian Hurdle. Dr. Kevin Huen. Dr. Jonathan C. Huang. Dr. Francesca Aine. Dr. Nidhi Ayana. Dr. Alan Christoph Jacobson. Dr. Juliette Therese Jarrell. Dr. Muhammad Ali Jawad Mackey. Dr. Young Jun. Dr. Ananya Kapoor Britt. Dr. Ronet Carr. Dr. Caroline Cecilia Carnosh. Dr. Chris Keenan. Dr. Faith Kahende. Dr. Srividya Kodapalli. Dr. Devin Cowdley. Dr. Shreya Kudaravali. Dr. Sol Labruna. Dr. Laura Mile. Dr. Tracy Lee. Dr. Allison Cheryl Hyunju Lee. Dr. Emily Levine. Dr. Ryan Janae Lewis. Dr. Ryan Thomas Lynn. Dr. Caroline Hope Lindsay. Dr. Shirley Saosu Liu. Dr. Bridget Anna Lloyd. Dr. Avanish Madavarum. Dr. Joseph Majori. Dr. Amrita Susan Mani. Dr. Natasha Mayer. Dr. Brenna McCaig. Dr. Cynthia Chen McMahon. Dr. Kunal Mehrotra. Dr. Meeti Mehta. Dr. Amir Mina. Dr. Kanako Muri. Dr. Faizan Motiwala. Dr. Kaylee Murday. Dr. Divya Nitasan. Dr. Emily Rose Neal. Dr. Isabel Neckerman. Dr. Tien Kat Nguyen. Dr. Fendi Obekwe. Dr. Tolua O'Malley. Dr. Abigail May Orsinelli. Dr. Emma Catherine Osterhaus. Dr. Sumarg Pandya. Dr. Olivia Bartlett Parks. Dr. Avni Patel. Dr. Jeffrey Brian Pettigrew. Dr. Revathi Pillai. Dr. Natalie Pino Benitez. Dr. Hannah Elizabeth Piston. Dr. Ian Pollock. Dr. Elena Puccio. Dr. Ajinkya Rai. Dr. Akila Rao. Dr. Rumana Rashid. Dr. Lauren Marie Rebel. Dr. Pooja Reddy. Dr. Nathaniel Rodriguez Ortiz. Dr. Thomas Edward Rubino, Jr. Dr. Abigail Rubio. Dr. Purva Hemant Rumde. Dr. Dana Angelina Shar. Dr. Christopher Schermeyer. Dr. Christopher Schumacher. Dr. Vrusha Shah. Dr. Regan Mary Shanahan. Dr. Michael Francis Shannon. Dr. Malini Sharma. Dr. Michaela Adeline Shields. Dr. Joseph Shen. Dr. Naomi Shen. Dr. Siti Ann Shaki. Dr. Lauren Elaine Simonian. Dr. Anna Lee Slingerland. Dr. Caroline Smith. Dr. Yorna Soyati. Dr. Kayla Catherine Stanley. Dr. Sarah Helen Suchko. Dr. Lee Kai Sun. Dr. Tracy Swan. Dr. Samantha Nicole Syme. Dr. Anthony Tang. Dr. Zishan Tariq. Dr. Swethab Tabo Tarun. Tamika Latoya Thompson, Jr. Dr. Marissa Tremagli Barkowski. Dr. Gregory Varga. Dr. Laura Gabriela Vargas Walker. Dr. Christian Vivar Ramon. Dr. Anna Vogel. Dr. Sean Reese Wallace. Dr. Vivian Ling Wong. Dr. Christina Diane White. Dr. Anne Radovic Wondesford. Dr. Kaylee Wu. Dr. Morgan Weinkoop. Dr. Shiva Dina Yagobian. Dr. Dorothy Yam. Dr. Samir Thane Yellapregada. Dr. Lauren Yu. Dr. Elizabeth Parsons Zhongshu. Dr. Benjamin Zhu. And Dr. Trudy Zoe.
Congratulations again to all of the graduates. That is an applause for the ages. That's amazing. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce class president, Doctora Sol Labruna, to provide the medical student address. Her remarks will be followed by Dr. Gayton Scrow, Associate Professor of Medicine, who will deliver the closing remarks after Dr. Labruna.
Hello, everyone. I want to first thank all of my classmates, also my family members, of course, and friends, and also the faculty and the administration for putting on this event and allowing us to have this in the first place. Let's get a little round of applause for all of them one more time. And of course, I want to thank you guys for allowing me to stand up here and trusting me with the microphone. It's really an act of faith, given my recent track record with high stakes outcomes. So for those of you who don't know, and honestly, bless you if you don't, I did not match this year in ophthalmology, and I guess you could say I didn't see that coming. I am not alone in not matching. Others did not get their first choice program. They'll have to train far away from friends and families, and have had to reckon with outcomes they did not want nor expect. And I've spent the last several months sitting with that, and I'll be honest, there were a few days where the only thing getting me out of bed was the knowledge that someone had to give this speech, and I had already said yes. Which is a lesson in itself, really. I would never commit to public speaking again, so everyone write that down. My parents are not particularly superstitious people, although they once were, no longer. They are reverent about most things, but the evil eye, or el mal de ojo, is something they take very seriously. People often wear amulets such as bracelets or necklaces that protect you against what you cannot see coming. And growing up, I thought this was just another Hispanic tradition or superstition because we have a million of them. And it turns out it was just good advice. My parents went to college, but nobody in my family has ever done all of this. Nobody had gone to medical school, navigated residency applications, or even known what match day was. There was no one to call who had been through it all. We were all figuring out together in real time, which meant that every step forward I took for all of us. So when the system looked at everything I had built and said, not yet, I felt that on behalf of all of us. It wasn't just my disappointment, it was bigger than that. The world has a long history of making people like us feel like we have to earn our place twice and prove ourselves 3 times just to be considered once. I've thought about this a lot lately, and here's what I keep coming back to. That weight is real, but it has never once stopped us. My mom told me after I didn't match about a time when my parents lost everything. All their years of sacrifice, everything they had worked for, gone. She said, the first thing to cross your mind is to give up. But we are not that kind of people. We are strong and we are resilient. We come up stronger and see opportunities where others don't. We do what needs to be done, all while complaining, of course. But we do it, and we are always going to be fine. My dad then texted me separately. He said, I know you don't believe me right now, but in 30 years, you'll understand why this happened. You'll find a way as always. Fighters find their way out. And here's the thing that nobody tells you in medical school. You can do everything right and still not get what you want. You can publish papers, you can be class president, you can love your patients and work with everything you have, and still on a Thursday in January, get the email that rearranges the entire sense of your future. And there is no bracelet to protect for that. And then something happened that I did not expect. When I didn't match, my phone started going off, messages from classmates, from attendings, people from the administration and faculty members, from people I hadn't spoken to in months. Not with advice or silver linings or instructions on what to do next, just people saying, I see you, I'm here, you matter to me. I am not exaggerating when I say those days after not matching were some of the most clarifying of my life. Not because anything had been fixed, nothing had been fixed really, but because I was reminded over and over in the gentlest and most insistent way that I was already held by the people around me, already seen, already loved, not because of what I had achieved, but because of who I was to the people around me. The evil eye had come, and I was still standing, not because of anything I had done, but because the people who loved me had, without my asking, wrapped themselves around me like a bracelet. My research mentor, who I've worked with for nearly a decade, once told me something I have never forgotten. He said, what matters most in life is to love 2 things, who you wake up next to and what you go to work to do. I've spent nearly a decade watching this man in his 80s come to work every single day with the same genuine joy he had, I assume, in his 50s, watching him refuse shortcuts, watching him choose death over speed every time. I used to admire that as a professional philosophy, but I now understand that to be a survival strategy. What gets you through the hard years is not certainty about the destination. It's about caring about the work itself. The thing you'd still do even if no one was watching, even if no one was ranking it, even if you didn't match. I first fell in love with vision research and medicine, doing research in imaging in my liberal arts college, which is a very specific kind of nerdy origin story. I fell in love with it again, free clinic, watching the fear leave a patient's face when I could start speaking to them in Spanish. I'm still in love with it, and that is not nothing. I think, in fact, that's everything. I want to talk about you guys all, the class. There is a particular kind of closeness that forms when people go through something hard in the same room. It's not the closeness of shared interests. That's who you all are to me. It's who we are to each other as a class, even as we scatter across the country after today. And I'm going to try again. That part of my story is not over. It's just taking a detour I didn't plan for. But I'm not afraid of what comes next. I have watched what happens when people who love their work keep going anyway. I've seen it in my mentor. I've seen it in patients who showed up to their appointments frightened and left a little less alone. I've seen it in my parents who rebuilt their lives from the ground up more than once and never once stopped believing their kids would make it. And I've seen it in this room every single day for 4 years. We came into this training believing that medicine was about what we could do, what we would learn, what we would fix, what we could prevent, and those things certainly matter. But the years have taught me something else too. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can offer a person, whether it's a patient, a colleague, or a classmate, is simply the willingness to be present, to stay in the room, to not look away at them when they're struggling. Those childhood bracelets were supposed to protect me for what I couldn't see coming. I still wear them with a sort of agnostic indifference toward the superstitious. However, I think I've figured out a better strategy for protecting yourselves against the hands that life deals you. To surround yourself with people who will sit with you in the dark and trust that the light will come. Congratulations, class of 2026. It's been the honor of my life to serve as your president. Thank you, guys. Thanks.
What do I know about doctoring? Nothing against the student's judgment, but I would not have invited myself to do this. Michael Longley says, "You don't call yourself a poet. It's a bit like calling yourself a saint. If someone else wants to call you that, you accept it as a compliment, but you don't inhale." What did I and lonely about anything, really? I stand before you, after all, the humble father of a tween. I can actually feel her cringing. Graduates, please, let your parents relish this day. My training began with my mom, who taught me to care with the measured tenderness of a nurse. Tough love at times, it seemed, but I never missed a day in school and had all my broken bones repaired eventually. Think of all the patients who improve absent or in spite of our interventions. It must have been those guardians who healed with the miracle of presence. And speaking of religion, Sunday mornings, my dad taught us talk was cheap. But following the sermon, we'd hustle to the basement to serve lunch to men and women with layered clothes and tired feet. This was the way we learned to count our blessings, that we are all one family, each one stroke away. After studying the texts, I made myself an apprentice to masters of many disciplines, all who shared this fundamental ethic. Find out what your patient needs and make sure she gets it. Accomplish as much as possible with your own hands. Guide the catheter, adjust the bed, make sure that he can reach his breakfast. When treatments and language are exhausted, put your body beside your patient's body. Take her hand and hold fast. I learned from being a patient that you never can predict who will show up at your bedside. In the neuro ICU, my best friend from first grade brought me a hot dog, still warm inside its aluminum sleeve. I could not yet stand, much less chew through a natural casing. That's still one of the kindest things anyone has done for me. My first patient was a woman my age, whose shins burned with the hot embers of erythema nodosum. I felt helpless and cursed my limited knowledge. Today, I have just enough knowledge to recognize my limits. One weekend, I attended the final hours of an old priest's life. I thought I was agnostic, and yet we prayed together that his faith might leave us both less afraid. I've filled time capsules with memories of veterans I thought I couldn't save. Some of the ones who proved me wrong still right. You can never feel too good about yourself in this business, one teacher used to mutter. I recite this mantra every day. What do I know about doctoring? I know that touch has a way of calling you back to your body. I've heard more than a hint of bitterness in the widow's voice. I've seen that even a hospital room can let in sunlight if you take the time to raise the shade. The way a splash of cold milk makes cereal sing. The way the atmosphere shifts when a soul breaks away. Birdsong in the morning when you're the only one awake. Driving home through empty streets. Showing up again the next day and the next. Caring enough to repeat the same tired advice about sodium and cigarettes. Caring enough to make the dressing tidy, to keep the dressing clean. The problem of inertia, the work's entrancing pace. The imperative to be still, to be quiet as an old-growth forest, which is not merely silent, but inviting. An open-ended question answered by the woodpecker's knocking, wind through shaggy pines, the rushing stream, life. What do I know about doctoring? Nothing you don't know yourselves, from living your own life, from possessing a body that can sense the world, that recoils from pain, that grows toward the light, a body that feels deeply, and through feeling births the miracle of the mind, the belief in immortality, the endurance of faith, sparks of desire and creativity, reasons, sobriety, and the deep relate to form, to nurture our fragile community, and only by the grace of loving kindness survive.
Thank you, Dr. Labruna and Dr. Scrow. Our student and faculty reflections are always a high point of this ceremony, instilling pride in our Pitt Med culture, values, and memories that will shape our graduates for years to come. I now invite Dean Shaker back to the lectern for the official conferring of degrees.
Thank you. What a wonderful ceremony. Thank you all. Thank you all for making this happen. Thanks to all the graduates, the family and friends gathered here, and also for all the hard work and guidance that our faculty, chairs, and deans have provided to every one of these students. So I'm very grateful to have such a wonderful school, such a wonderful family that supports this school, and extraordinary leaders and faculty in this school. So I'm blessed with all of this, and now it's time to officially confer the degrees. Nothing is official until the trustees say you've got your degree. Right. So I'm going to ask each of the groups to stand up. So could all the master's degree graduates please stand up? Okay. It's my honor, by the authority vested in me by the trustees of the University of Pittsburgh, it is my pleasure to declare all of you Masters of Science graduates from the University of Pittsburgh. Congratulations. Please be seated. Would all the PhD awardees please stand up? By the authority vested in me by the university trustees, it is my pleasure to declare all of you Doctors of Philosophy graduates from the University of Pittsburgh. Congratulations. Please be seated. Will all the MD recipients please stand? By the authority vested in me by the university trustees, it is my pleasure to declare all of you Doctor of Medicine graduates from the University of Pittsburgh. Congratulations. Please be seated. Okay, that is wonderful, sir. Conclusion to all of this. So you are now officially alumni of the Pitt School of Medicine, which means that you will get solicitations for donations. So please don't throw those envelopes away. We have great confidence in what you will be in the future because you have worked hard, we have trained you well, and I'm sure we'll follow each and every one of you as our proud alumnus. So thank you so much, and congratulations to all of you.
It has been my honor to serve as your Master of Ceremonies for today. I would now like to invite the Palpitations back to the stage and everyone in the audience and platform party to please rise for the singing of the Pitt alma mater.
You may be seated. On behalf of the Medical Alumni Association, I wish to offer my congratulations to the class of 2026. We welcome you and encourage you to become active members of your alumni association. I ask our audience members to please remain seated until our faculty and graduates have exited the auditorium. I also invite all of you to join us across the street at the William Pitt Union for a reception. Will the graduates please rise? I now declare the Diploma Day ceremony closed. And I ask the platform party to please follow me.